Okay, what is going on, everybody? We are live. First time I've been live on this phone in a long time. Oh my god. See, I don't even know there's anything. I don't even know anything because, like, they keep updating these lives that you can do on your phone. Like, I can turn off my camera now, and then I can turn it back on. That is so crazy. Like, they've updated so much since I've started streaming on my laptop. What's going on, Red? What is going on? Yes, sir, you are first. We're talking Warriors basketball. Happy Mother's Day, everybody, as well. I think after this, I'm going on a hike with my mom or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, but yeah, we're talking Warriors basketball. Get the important stuff out of the way first. I'm kidding. Um, so yeah, how the Warriors can still win the series. How the Warriors can still win this series. And you know what, we'll do all that. You do all those settings later. Why not? Yeah, Warriors need to win game 4. I'll get to that. So there we go. And it's kind of cold in here. Take my shoes off also. I don't know why my shoes are even on. Alright. There we go. All right. So yeah, let's talk about how the Warriors can still win the series. What's going on, Rayhan? What is going on, Rayhan? How are we feeling after the Warriors lost yesterday? I know. It's tough. But yeah, we have to win game 4. All right. So theoretically, obviously, Steph was doing workouts. Wait, hold up. Wolves rest of series. All right. So, anyways, Steph was apparently doing some workouts before the game. He did like an hour and a half workout before the game yesterday, which shows that he could potentially have a turn by game 5. It shows that he could potentially have a return by game 5, which means that obviously the Warriors would have to win game 4, which no matter what, game 4 is a must win. But if Steph has the option to return by game 5, and he does return by game 5, just say Minnesota wins the game tomorrow and they go up 3-1, then I'm sure that, honestly, what would the Warriors do? Like, if Steph's listed as a game time decision for game 5, which is pretty likely, would the Warriors risk playing him in game 5 to see if he could potentially extend the series, but also maybe risk him getting more injured? I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. Because, like, if you do win that, maybe Steph, hopefully, yeah, he might get, yeah, maybe less minutes. But you just don't want to, like, any minutes could, like, aggravate his hamstring again. That's the thing. Any minutes could aggravate his hamstring. What's going on, guys? What's going on? So, like, I feel like with the 4-day rest between, yeah, what is it? There's a 4-day rest between game 5 and game 6, Wednesday to Sunday. So, if the Warriors, see, this is what's so important because 4 days is a lot of extra time, right? Between game 5 and 6. So, if the Warriors win tomorrow, we're automatically fine because Steph, there's like a 90% chance that he's back by game 6. There's like a 5% chance that he's back by game 5, and like 5% chance he misses the rest of the series. So it's very likely he's going to be back by game 6, which gives an extra 4 days. So like obviously they didn't design the schedule when Steph was hurt, but the Warriors did get pretty lucky with how it's designed. So obviously it's 2-1 Wolves right now. First time, by the way, the Warriors have been losing a series all postseason long so far, which is crazy. Yeah, turnovers is our enemy, totally. But also, like, game 4, that could tie the series up 2-2. And if Steph doesn't come back by game 5, just say the Wolves back in front of their home crowd do what they did to us in game 2. Maybe we play a more like adjusted game or a better game, and we lose by a little less. Then it's 3-2. We're likely to get Steph back by game 6 in front of the home crowd. I give us like a 60-65% chance to win that. Honestly, I don't think the Wolves are all that good. Something I'll talk about also in the stream as well. Praying the Warriors win game 4. I know, yeah, game 4 is the must-win game. must-win game in Game 4. You cannot lose that game. Um, because, like, I feel like, I don't know, but just, like, part of me feels like the Warriors are gonna win tomorrow. Part of me feels like, I feel like Anthony Edwards is, like, the way he, like, played against, like, a fully healthy Lakers team, obviously without a center, though, but then also, also, like he didn't have to like he got to like go crazy against the Stars, but the Stars are out, so he can't really go crazy. He had 36 yesterday, but like I feel like he still didn't play all that good for having a 36-point game, which is just kind of crazy. It's just kind of crazy. Um, so I feel like Edwards still hasn't had like his signature game yet of the series. Yeah, just box out Gobert. Gobert didn't even rebound the ball all that well. He got some rebounds on the inside. It wasn't like any Şengün or Steven Adams rebounders that like that like piss me off that much. It's like I feel like this. I feel like when I was talking about like after the Warriors lost Game 6 against Houston, I was talking about how Golden State's gonna need to rebound even better to beat Minnesota, but the rebounding's not been anywhere close to what it was like against Houston. Gobert, Randall, Nas Reed, they're not hurting us rebounding. Maybe a little Gobert, but we're not having problems boxing them out, which is kind of weird. I think that's because our defense, I don't know, honestly. Looney did a great job boxing out Gobert. Looney got a couple offensive rebounds in that game, I think. Oh, and yeah, and Gobert made his free throws. Which is, it was like Steven Adams when we were intentionally fouling Steven Adams. Which is so funny. Um, it kind of worked, though. I mean, you're shooting like 65%. But we get the extra days of rest. If Steph does come back for Game 5, and we do happen to win Game 4, then it's a 2-2 series, and both teams are at full strength, and it's just whoever can win 2 out of 3 wins the series. So it's got to be somebody. Or back-to-back. Hacka Adams. I know, Hacka Adams, it works 90% of the times. Draymond stopped fouling. Yeah, I thought that foul yesterday that Draymond had that fouled out was a very light foul. Like, I could see why they would call that in the regular season, but the way they've been calling stuff in the postseason, that is not something that you call. The way they've been calling stuff in the postseason, not at all something that you call in that type of game. Because, like, Draymond had 5 already, and I know they call Draymond for a lot of stuff because it is Draymond Green, and they don't like Draymond Green. But, like, still, that was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy how they fouled them there. Brandon Podziemski and Buddy need to step up more. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Buddy did a fine job yesterday. What did Buddy's stat line look like? It was just the Warriors weren't scoring much at all. So the Warriors played 10 guys yesterday. Buddy had 14 points. He had a couple big shots. He did take that really bad shot at the end that kind of ended the game for us. So, like, Buddy didn't have a bad game, but it was all Jimmy Butler and Jonathan Kuminga. See, like, Butler played 43 minutes, the most of any Warrior. Podziemski played 39 minutes, the second most, and I don't know why Podziemski played. Like, Trace played tied with Quinton Post and Moses Moody, who played 3 minutes. Trace Jackson Davis played 11 minutes. He was playing good when he was playing. He had 7 points. Or he had 4 points when the Warriors subbed him out. Barely played him the rest of the game. Oh, was Quinton Post playing? Yeah, he did. He played 3 minutes, same as Moses Moody. And then, like, we got Kuminga 36 minutes. He played the third most. Buddy played 32 minutes. Draymond played 29. Draymond would have played, like, 35 if he didn't foul out. But Draymond was out a lot of game in foul trouble. That's one of the reasons why the Warriors can't afford any fouls from Draymond Green, because he's just so important when he's on the court. So important when he's on the court. I mean, he plays good defense on Julius Randle. So, like, the Warriors truly cannot afford to have him picking up a lot of fouls, because he's kind of like the deciding factor. When Draymond's playing good defense and when he's shooting threes, which he was not shooting yesterday, the Warriors are near unbeatable, because Draymond had 2 points yesterday. Draymond had 2 points. Yeah, the refs do make no sense. I don't know. At least Draymond didn't have a flagrant or anything in that game. That was kind of nice. But I feel like whenever he has that, then yeah, it's bad. Ant-Man dunked on Looney. That was nasty. That was, yeah. I was trying not to overreact, because like it was still a three-point game when that happened. But like that was wild. Even if somebody were to poster, like, the craziest dunk was that Trace Jackson Davis on Wemby dunk. We all remember that Trace Jackson Davis on Wemby dunk. Wait, let me look this up. That was the wildest dunk ever. There are these little fly things in my room that are disgusting. What even is that? All right, let's see. Trace Jackson Davis dunks on Wemby. The first thing that comes up under his name, besides his actual name. Let's see. This was crazy. Oh, Lester Quinones. What happened to him? Lester Quinones? Where did he end up? He ended up on the Bucks or something, I think. Maybe the... Oh, that was just crazy. That was crazy. That was a wild dunk. That was a wild dunk. Kuminga made Anthony Edwards mad. Kuminga was playing great. Kuminga had a good game, too. GP2 played 26 minutes. I feel like we have to get a little more projection out of GP2. I know he's not a great shooter. He can definitely hit the 3-ball. But, like, he had 2 points, 1 rebound. He played 26 minutes. Didn't log... He barely logged any stats. Looney had 4 points, 6 boards in 18 minutes. I think if Looney were to play, like, 25 minutes a game, you could get a lot of production out of him. I think if he were to play that much, he might have a double-double. This is a tough group against this Minnesota team to have, like, a double-double or something like that because they are so big. But I feel like Looney could definitely get a lot more production if he were to play longer. I mean, he did play 18 minutes. And then Kuminga played 36. Kuminga was so good. 30 points, 6 rebounds. But, yeah, the way the Warriors can still win this series is winning Game 4. I mean, it's pretty much over if we lose Game 4. I don't like to lose hope that much as a diehard Warriors fan. But, like, we have to win Game 4, man. Pause needs to step up. I completely agree. What's going on, Shannon? If Buddy hits shots, well, yeah, we'll be fine if Buddy hits shots. Because he was the deciding factor in Game 7. He was so big. I think he had 24 points in Game 1, I want to say. Game 1, he had 24 points. So, yeah, he was so big in all those games. Buddy played all right. Buddy played all right in that game. Buddy played all right. What's going on, Micah? So, I think, like, as I said, like, if Steph comes back in Game 6, then if we just split, because I said we have 4 chances to win one game. We had Game 2, Game 3, Game 4, and Game 5. And it realistically had to happen between Game 2 and 4. Game 2 and Game 3 are already out of the window. Both of those games are already out of the window. So it has to be Game 4. Monday night, 7 o'clock Pacific time. That's the only game at this point that we can actually win. That's the only game realistically at this point that we can win. Because let's be honest, we're not going into Minnesota after they've won 3 in a row without Steph Curry and forcing a Game 6 where Steph might not even play. So it's like, yeah, I still just can't believe he got hurt. Kind of derailed the entire season, man. It derailed everything. Everything was going so great until Steph got hurt. I mean, obviously, it's not like he found injury after he got hurt in that game, but like, it's still like we won the game, you know. Wait, let's see. Where's the picture of him grimacing? Like, oh yeah, that right there. I hate that, man. Why did that have to happen? Why does that have to happen? Draymond needs to stop fouling. Yeah. But as I said, though, that foul at where they called on Draymond was crazy. And there's not much you can do. Like, when you're playing the center role, when you're playing, like, small ball center like Draymond, who's 6'6", or maybe 6'7", not 6'7", 6'7", you're gonna pick up a lot of fouls because you're just going up against bigger guys. It's not like, I mean, Draymond's a great defender, obviously, but, like, he's gonna pick up a lot of fouls. He's gonna pick up a lot of fouls. We need to step back, though. I'm 14 now. I'm 16. I just turned 16 a few weeks ago. What is, I mean, the Curry injuries completely derailed everything. But yeah, wait, let's take a look at the other games we have going on today. We got Thunder Nuggets at 12:30. Do you think the refs helped the Warriors too much? No, I think it's the opposite. The refs helped the team that were playing too much. Some of those fouls are crazy. Some of those things were crazy that we got yesterday. Some of those calls that we didn't get. Because there was a lot that we were getting during that game. There was a lot that we were not getting. Anyways, though, today we get Thunder and Nuggets. That game starts in a couple hours, 12:30. And kind of like the Warriors tomorrow, that is a must-win game for OKC. Must-win game for OKC. Imagine if the Nuggets go up 3-1 on the Thunder. That would just be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. Warriors done with Curry's hurt. I mean, if we win Game 4, we're not done. If he comes back Game 5, there is definitely a way where this could work perfectly to the degree that it's at right now. There is a way that this could work perfectly. Who do I have in the finals? As of this second, with my Warriors down 2-1 and Steph being injured, I think if the Thunder win today, then they are my pick to come out of the West. And then if the Cavs win today, they're my pick to come out of the East. But if the Celtics, it's complicated. As of right now, I'd probably say Pacers Thunder. As of right now, Pacers just been the best team. They got blown out by the Cavs, but it's too difficult because like all of the higher seeds are down 2-1. The Thunder are down 2-1. The Cavs are down 2-1. The Celtics are down 2-1. My Warriors are the lower seed. We're down 2-1, but still like. Can I really say Minnesota's going to come out of the West? That's another thing I want to talk about. Like, is Minnesota really all that good? Is Minnesota really all that good? Because I made that video right after they won Game 1 against the Lakers, saying that Minnesota's going to be, like, super scary. They ended up beating the Lakers in 5. Were the Lakers really the team that we thought they were? No, we're even close. The Lakers played absolutely awful down the stretch there. And they're just they were never a legit contender. Like Luka and LeBron is great. You never want to play those two guys, but they have really no depth at all. They don't have a center, and that's kind of the opposite. The Warriors have 3 guys you can start. No quality guys like Jackson Davis, Quincy Post, Looney. Nothing compared to like Jokic or Gobert or Randall or anything, or even Nas Reed. But like it's at least better than having Maxi Kleba or Jackson Hayes starting at your center. I would take Quinton Post over both of those guys combined. Or even Trace Jackson Davis. Or Draymond playing small ball center. But the Wolves, like, they're good, but they're too inconsistent. We nearly just beat them and had a lead cut down to 7 with them in Game 2. They ended up beating us by 24, but, like, we nearly just beat them without our superstar player, Steph Curry. Kuminga had 32, and it's just like, it was just going back and forth most of that game. It was going back and forth most of that game. So it was just way too close. Just way too close to call the Wolves a serious contender. But yeah, I think the Thunder are gonna win today. Sad the Kings and Grizzlies. Oh, you're a sad Kings and Grizzlies fan. Yeah, I mean this year that's 2 tough teams to be a fan of. I mean, I'm not hating, but those are 2 of my least favorite teams in the league. Obviously, as a Warriors fan, I hate the Kings. Played well against them. I think we split the season series 2-2 this year with them. But yeah, that's tough this year. I feel like the Grizzlies could have been more scary if John Morant could have stayed healthy. And once again, like even without Dillon Brooks, they still just had way too much drama. Even without Dillon Brooks, way too much drama. But my picks today, I think the Thunder are gonna beat the Nuggets today. And have that series. I think the Thunder are gonna win that series in 7. I think the Thunder will win today. They'll win Game 5 as well. And then I think the Nuggets will win Game 6 at home. And I think OKC is going to win in 7. And then Cavs, Pacers. I think it's the same thing. I think the Cavs, honestly, the way they played, the Cavs are still just as good as they've been the entire time. Like, I think Cleveland's going to win both Game 4 and 5. Pacers win Game 6. Cavs win Game 7. They win in 7. It's just too hard to bet against the 1 seed that's been the second best team behind OKC all season long. It's just too hard to bet against. Cavs will win if Darius Garland plays. Yeah, I agree. Garland's been like, he's been the deciding factor. Same as Mobley and DeAndre Hunter. All 3 of those guys, they ended up playing. See, that's the thing. Like, can we really say the Pacers have been the better team when they were missing Mobley, Garland, and DeAndre Hunter in Game 2? They blew the lead, sure, but like, those are 3 of their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th best players. Hunter's a really good player, I believe, coming off the bench right now. coming off the bench. So like, yeah, it's kind of a lot for them to lose. And then game 4 of Celtics Knicks on. I don't know, dog out. Game 4 of Celtics Knicks on Monday. I have a feeling the Celtics are gonna win that game. I have a feeling the Celtics are gonna win that game. Um, yeah, the Celtics like they just been the team to respond all season long. I just have a feeling they're gonna respond. You have the same shorts. Nice. I don't know where I got these shorts. Oh, I got these shorts in LA. I got these shorts in LA. LA. Um I forgot where I got these, but I guaranteed got these somewhere in LA. I remember where I got these. I got these at like was like an Old Navy, or I think I got these at an Old Navy, but I got them when I was like when I was shopping because I didn't bring enough clothes, so I just had to buy whatever. That was when I found out the E. Jackson entered the portal. So not the best trip there. Not the best trip. But if the Nuggets go up 3-1 today, they might win in 6. If the Nuggets go up 3-1 today, that'd be scary if they win today. Because OKC's been the best team all along. I mean, that'd be like, would OKC have to split it up if the Nuggets win today? Also, did they move these games? Oh no, they didn't move these games. The Nuggets Thunder game still at 12:30. Still the first game of the day. Still the first game of the day. Post should have shared instead of traced. Trace. Oh, should have started. I don't think so, honestly. I think I like Trace more than I like defense. Like, we need 3-point shooting in that game, especially. So in that game, I would have understood playing Post more minutes because he can shoot the 3 ball pretty well. But like, other than that, I don't think so. Like, yeah, there's not really much of a reason why. Not really much of a reason why. I think Trace is still the better player. The only reason why Trace lost his spot was because he had that injury and Quinton Post kind of just like took his role. Yeah, he just took his role. Let's see though. Going in here, game 5's. My picks stay the same. I'm gonna say Thunder in 7 if they win today. I think Cavs in 7 if they win today. And I think if the Knicks win tomorrow, or if the Celtics win tomorrow, I'm gonna say Celtics in 7, and then if the Warriors win tomorrow, then I'm gonna say Warriors in 7 because Steph's gonna come back. So that's my picks right now. Name all Niners players. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. That is actually going to take forever. Yeah, that might take forever. What's going on, guys? I honestly like. I feel like if. See, the problem is, I don't know. We go in here. See, like, I don't know what the Warriors could have done to prevent that win yesterday. I don't know. Because, like, the Warriors had it. I don't know how much closer they're going to get. Because Ant's, like, to be fair, was still struggling in that game. Ant was still struggling in that game, which was like, the weird part. He ended up having 36. But I think if the Warriors can just shoot the 3-ball better, then I think we'll win. I think we'll win game game 4 if we just shoot the 3 better. There's a lot to do that we can do. The turnovers and last minute kills. Yeah, and just taking bad shots. I feel like if Jimmy Butler were to just like talk to the team, calm the team down every time out, because the Warriors do take a lot of pretty bad shots. And Draymond, but we're missing Steph. That's the real problem. If we could just play the lineup that I want every game, man. Start the same starters we had yesterday. Kuminga's the 6th man, then Gary Payton, then Kevon Looney. Play those 8 guys, and maybe a little Moses Moody if he's not struggling. And then when Steph comes back, Moody's out of the lineup, and you just play those 9 guys. not 10. We don't need Quinton Post. Maybe if we're struggling for a minute, then we'll play then we'll play Quinton Post for a little. But like, there's not really too much of a need. If Sham says Curry will be playing next game, oh, I mean, if Sham said Curry's likely not going to be back by Game 5. That's what Sham said. Likely not going to be back by Game 5. So, I think that Shams is, yeah, Shams is usually right, man. Shams is usually right about everything. When has Shams been wrong? When has Shams been wrong? But on the Pat McAfee show the other day, Shams did say that Steph will likely be back by game... What was it? He said Steph will likely be back by Game 6. So, if Shams is right and Steph is back by Game 6, then what you got to do is win Game 4. Game 5 is, I mean, if you can win Game 5, then that would truly be amazing. Go up 3-2, you get Steph back in front of Dub Nation. And even if you lose that, then what? We go back to Minnesota for Game 7. They've struggled against us. I'd be completely fine with that. But then if he comes back by Game 6 and we lose Game 4, then we're going to have to do whatever we can in Game 5. If he comes back by Game 6 and we win Game 4 but lose Game 5, then that's fine. We're down 3-2. Steph Curry is back in front of Dub Nation. If we had Steph yesterday, we'd be up 2-1 in the series. Probably going to be 3-1 because I think we should win tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'd have Game 6 in the Bay to win it in 6. That could still happen, but we'd have to beat Minnesota in Minnesota without Steph because at this point it does not sound like he's coming back for Game 5. But like this is all so avoidable, man. Why does Steph have to have this injury? Why does this have to happen? It's inching closer, but the clock is ticking on the Warriors season. I don't want to hear that stuff. We got 2 games. What if there's a chance that just he doesn't come back? That hurts me, man. What's going on, Copester? What is going on, man? What's up? Man, we need Steph back. We need Steph back. We're waiting on Steph to come back. We're waiting on it to happen. I just want an update saying like Steph Curry is feeling completely good to go from Shams. He'll make his return Wednesday night for Game 5. That's what I want to hear. That's like the exact thing I want to hear right now. I don't know if we are though. I'll be live for like 2 more minutes until we've been live for 30 on the stream. Yeah, told you guys we'd lose in 5. Well, the thing is, we're not gonna lose in 5. We're gonna win Game 4 tomorrow because like, come on, be honest. If Steph was playing right now, there's like a 40% chance that we are up 5-0 that we're up 3-0 in the series. We could definitely be up 3-0 right now if Steph was playing, or at least 2-1. Because that injury was just, yeah, I don't know. He had tears hugging Steve Kerr. I know, yeah. I dropped a video on that about Steph was like, after he found out he got injured, he was like crying and hugged Steve Kerr. And, yeah. Sad, man. Jonathan Kuminga. Honestly, should I change the thumbnail for yesterday's game? I think I might change the thumbnail. I'm going to take off Trace Jackson-Davis, and I'm going to add in Jonathan Kuminga. It's already past the time, but why not update it? It's not like anybody's going to notice. Actually, for the few people that are, whatever. He's going to be part of this as well. Kuminga. Man, he deserved more minutes, though. Not yesterday. I mean, yesterday he got all of his minutes, but yeah, y'all gonna get some. I mean, he had 36, but like, did he really play that good? I don't think so. I don't think he played that good yesterday. All right, Trace comes off that. Kuminga is gonna be added on to it right next to Jimmy Butler. Also, that was the first time where like Jimmy Butler and Kuminga have gotten like real minutes together. I liked that. I think if Steve Kerr goes into Game 4 with the exact same game plan as he did with Game 3, but the Warriors just shoot a little more threes, and obviously Buddy Hield and Brandon Podziemski are going to have to hit their threes, but like, if we do that, then I think we're fine. We're fine, because I mean, we would obviously have to be relying on Minnesota not to have their game where they just go off in that game. But, yeah, and less turnovers. That'd be nice. Anyways, though, I'm going to end the stream. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Go Warriors. I'll be live tomorrow for Game 4 without Steph once again. So, yeah, that's it for this one, and peace.